What is up, guys? Delboy here. Have you ever seen that episode of The Simpsons where Homer becomes a boxer? That's pretty much this fight. Joyce pounds on Bermane Stiverne to score a 6th-round stoppage in a dominant performance. Where do we even start with this fight? First and foremost, it was a lot more entertaining than I imagined. When I saw Stiverne turn up in the shape he did, I felt he was going to get blown out. But to be fair to him, he actually took his beating like a man. He didn't try to quit. He didn't look for a way out. He took his shots and yeah, he remained quite tough in there. But that doesn't make up for the shape he turned up in. He turned up in absolutely horrendous shape. I believe he weighed in at 273 pounds. That was a career heaviest, and in the ring you could tell his gas tank was non-existent. The first round was actually fairly lively. Joyce comes out aggressively as he does, applying pressure, pushing Stiverne back to the ropes, working him over. But in round one, Stiverne actually looks fairly dangerous. He's looking for that overhand right, you know, that counter shot he always tries to land. And the shot was actually landing. He caught Joyce quite a few times coming in with a powerful right hand. And, you know, Joyce took it well. But, you know, defensively, Joyce looked fairly open in the first round. But overall, yeah, Joyce was working him over. And basically, round one was Stiverne's best round. After the first round, he just took a pasting, really. You know, he was still looking for that looping right hand every now and again, and it was landing at times. Also, Stiverne would try a left hook as well, which sometimes landed, but not often. And yeah, it was just Joyce marching forwards, working Stiverne over on the ropes or in the corner, peppering him with jabs, and yeah, it was a one-sided beatdown. Stiverne was dropped in round 3, and yeah, Joyce really had it all his own way after the first round. And yeah, like I said earlier, I mean, watch the episode of The Simpsons where Homer becomes a boxer. That is pretty much this fight. Prior to this fight, Stiverne said he was in camp for like 7 months. I don't believe that whatsoever. 7 days if we're lucky. Yeah, he turned up in terrible shape. And to be quite honest, looking at him in the ring, his corner should be embarrassed to even let him take this fight in that condition because, you know, the punch output wasn't there. You know, his conditioning, it was awful. It was really awful, and he took a lot of shots in this fight. To his credit, he took them, but, you know, he had no answer for Joyce, and like I said, his team should be embarrassed. Really should be embarrassed for letting him even go out there in that type of shape. And, you know, Bermane Stiverne himself should be embarrassed because that's not how an athlete should prepare for an event. It was absolutely terrible. I mean, Stiverne would probably gas out from having a wank. His conditioning was that bad. But, yeah, Joyce got the job done. I'm not really sure what to make of Joyce, I'll be honest. I'm not sure how far he'll go. Defensively, he's got a lot of flaws, and Bermane Stiverne actually exposed a few of those flaws. You know, coming forwards, he's open for that right hand. Sometimes he'll throw himself off balance. But Joyce does things that other heavyweights just don't do. His work rate is phenomenal. He appears to have a good chin, good body puncher, an effective jab when he uses it, and like I said, really good aggression, really good pressure, and that's something different in the heavyweight division. I'm not sure how far he will go based on his defensive flaws, but I will guarantee you this, it's going to be very fun watching this guy's career progress. And yeah, I like Joyce. He's a good watch, and it's certainly going to be a fun ride, put it that way. They're talking about a fight next with Manuel Char. The fight with Stiverne was somehow an eliminator for the WBA regular belt. I think Manuel Char is a good fight for Joyce, actually. I would like to see him take that fight. Manuel Char would be his best opponent to date, so it would mark a step up, and it would be a fight for the regular heavyweight title within the WBA. So, yeah, share your thoughts below. What did you make of Joyce's performance? Were you concerned about his defensive flaws like I was, or were you impressed? Share your thoughts below, tell me what you think. Peace.